What is up, my friends? So we can talk about what's coming next in American Horror Story because there's like so much to unravel here, and as I've said in numerous like videos that I've done for American Horror Story Double Feature, we are reaching a conclusion to this first part, and I think it's this episode or probably the one after where we're gonna have to get our answers, or probably not, because I think that this is going in with the second feature. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, why don't you go ahead and subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications, because we talk everything you want to talk about in pop culture. And here we're talking about American Horror Story Double Feature, which is the latest season in American Horror Story. I've covered the other episodes. I have a theory video, and I have another one coming out after this one as well tomorrow. So make sure you're subscribed to know when those drop. But today we're talking about Doris and whether or not she's in on everything going on here. So there was a theory, and somebody posted some thoughts about this, is that why did the family even come to this town in the first place? Now, we all know it's because Doris apparently won a competition or whatever, and now she's here to decorate this home. But many people are pointing out that on the Instagram post she had, they didn't really have a lot of likes. So is she really that sought after as the show is making seem? And then with everything going on with the family as well, and apparently her not being as inspired as her husband and child, many people don't think that this is a case of she was chosen for her technique or craft, but more so that they want something with the family. And I think that what they want is Doris's baby. Now, I think that the baby is a big thing here, and something that really has been brushed over for most of the season, where we don't really talk about the baby or anything like that. And I think that that's something that's going to come into play pretty soon. Now, is Doris in on it? As people are saying, I highly doubt it. I think she is being played, definitely, and I think the family where they're staying at the house is actually in on all of this as well, and could actually be one of the very first people that brought the chemist to this town. Now, I have a theory on the chemist as well, and I will talk about that theory tomorrow. But this is just about Doris, so make sure you subscribe for that. But I do believe that Doris is pretty much just being used because they want this baby. Now, I don't know if they want to eat it just the way that we saw Belle do in the first episode when Karen brought her that one baby, or if they're trying to create something as well, the chemist, or whoever is really behind this, which could be the family where they're staying at their home with the Browns, I believe. So I think Doris is more of a pawn in all of this than her actually pulling any strings. And we've seen in the trailer, as many people have pointed out as well, that there is a vampire-like creature that resembles Doris, as you can see. So this is actually from the trailer for this, so it could actually be that Doris ends up becoming this creature. Now, I'm not too sure if she's pregnant or not in this picture anymore, but it could be possible that at this point they have already, or her has given birth to the child, and they've taken the child. And I think in the latest teaser we see for the next episode, it looks like she's going to go ahead and take these pills. And so I'm very curious to see how that affects the baby that she has as well. I think there's more to it about the family being asked to come to the town than just Doris winning the competition. I really feel they were scouted, and they were chosen for something else that we have yet to find out as well. I think there's something that is going to happen in this next episode that's going to explain everything. And I think that that's exactly what's going on here, that there is something bigger going on. I do still believe both Roswell and Red Tide are going to cross over at some point. I do believe the pills have like a lot to do with the aliens. I believe that there is a connection to the aliens with these pills for sure, that we're going to find out about probably at the end of the whole season and during Roswell. But I feel there's going to be some hints dropped here during this final parts of Red Tide. So very excited to see how it's all going to play out. Next episode, I believe, could be the last one for Red Tide, or if not, the one after, then it'd be 6 episodes each. So yeah, I think that we are definitely going to get our answers this next episode. I do believe that we are going to see Doris become one of these creatures definitely would fit with the tragedy of, and like, we need this tragedy for a horror story, and I think this would be an insane, a pretty good story. I mean, think about it. This writer came to this town to look for inspiration. He found it in these pills. His child found it as well, but the mother of his future child as well tried to find this as well because she felt so excluded from her family, and ended up actually not going to that nirvana of sorts that all these other people did with her talent, and actually went down a road of perdition and just lost her soul basically. And that's where it pretty much ends, and I believe that's the beauty of horror, and definitely tragedy mixed together, which I think makes some of the best horror stories ever. So that's my thoughts, my opinions on what's going to happen. I don't think Doris, I was going to say Thor for some reason, I'm thinking of Marvel too much, but I don't think that Doris is in on this or scheming some master plan or anything like that. I believe she is just a pawn that was scouted on due to her being pregnant and then wanting to use the baby as something, and I believe that whoever these family that got her are actually the ones behind bringing the chemist into the town as well, and might be the ones manufacturing the pills as well. Could it be the aliens? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? But let me know your thoughts, your theories, because we still have 2 episodes to go. I do have my theory video on the chemist. I will be releasing that before the next episode, so tomorrow I will release it as well around the same time. So make sure you turn on the notification bell in case you miss it, so you know when that video drops. But let me know, what do you think's going on here? What are your thoughts on the season so far? Are you excited for Roswell, or are you a little hesitant about it not living up to Red Tide? Let me know below. As always, that's going to do it for me. Make sure you follow me here on Twitter as well, and also TikTok. I'll post the links down below. And also turn on the notification bell. Helps you know when videos are dropping. Make sure you subscribe. On the road to 20,000 subscribers. Let's get to it. I'll see all of you next time. As always, check the video on the left. And stay positive, my friends. Also, I am interested in doing a live reaction to the finale, or a live after show after we watch it. Maybe we could talk about it like that and still do an ending, explain all of that. But what do you think of after show after an episode ends of a certain TV show or anything like that? I am interested in doing more live stuff as well. That's why I'm saying this, whether it's on YouTube or we move it somewhere else. But definitely something I'm interested in. Also, a podcast will be done live. I think that's something that's coming probably by the end of the month, so stay tuned for that. But let me know. I'm really interested in knowing what y'all want to see from the channel.